Good day and welcome to ASTRO'S CAD CAM tutorials. Today's video will be modeling this cup, a simple cup, and these are the dimensions given. Here, all dimensions are in cm, and the mass of the cup is 174.24 grams. Okay, so we can model this cup in multiple different ways. Yeah, we could use revolve. We'll only draw half of this um, diagram here, then revolve it around an axis. Or we can just use lofted boss base, draw the base profile, draw the top profile, and loft it. There will be no need for guide curves. No need for guide curves, just a straight loft. Then given the dimension of this handle, it is spline. Use spline tool to create this handle here. We'll draw, let's start with the bottom. We'll draw one circle and we're going to write 6 here. Now, remember all dimensions are in um centimeter. If yours is not in centimeter, because here what I'm using is mmg, so mine is in millimeter. Once I click on that, I can come over here and select millimeter. Then I select millimeter. Let's go and re-edit this sketch. So 6 centimeter. Then we exit the sketch, reference geometry. We're going to need to create another plane. With this the top plane we just drew. We just drew this 6 cm circle on this top plane. So we need to create another plane that's 15 centimeter away from the top plane. Then we'll draw our 8.5 millimeter um circle. Okay, so plane, we're going to select for this first option here, we're going to select top plane. Okay, if we rotate it this way, you see the preview, and then we're going to use 15. If you press F, you see the preview, click OK. And then now we'll sketch on this plane. 8.5. Okay, sorry, let me clear this. Okay, so now let's hide this plane. We don't want to see this. Okay, escape, exit the sketch. Let's hide this plane. Click on it and click hide. Now we have these two profiles. Now you just have to come to Lofted Boss base, select the base and the top sketch, and then you have this preview, and you can just click OK. So that you have this shape. Okay. So now on our right plane, this is where we're going to draw the handle. Okay. So let's observe the handle dimensions. So we know that the profile of the handle is a rectangle of 0.5 cm height and 1.5 cm width. So there is a center line here, and it's 0.5 cm away from the circumference of this cup. Then this spline here, this spline it's a 2 point spline. So that means you start from here, click here, drag your spline up and click here, and then you edit it to have this shape. Okay, so the first point, the handle is 55 degree away from the center line here, and the handle length is 20, and from the distance of the point from the bottom is 3.5, and the same thing for the top is 3 centimeter. Okay, and this is the dimension for the handle on the top. So let's go back to SolidWorks and work on this. All right. So first of all, we're going to create our center line. We're just going to create something like this. Okay. So I would click on this. I need to make this line parallel to this edge here. So I'll pick this edge, pick this line, make it parallel. Okay. I'll just join this to this point here. Then I'll use smart dimension and give it the distance between each other, which is 0.5. Good. Okay, now we'll select spline. We'll draw pick one point here and draw our spline. It's just going to be a straight line for the first two dots. So then you've drawn the first point and second point, then you exit the spline. Okay. So now if before I go ahead, if you've not watched the video on how to fully define a spline with giving dimensions, I'll drop a link in the video in this description of this video below so you can go ahead and watch that so you don't get confused. Or you can just wing it and I'll try my best to explain this um through this model video. Okay, so now click on this plan. Let's take out the drag handle. So this is the first handle, this is the second handle. Okay, so now use smart dimension. Pick this point, pick the bottom of the cup, and then give it 3.5. That's the dimension given 3.5. And then to pick this point and this point here, give it 0. Sorry 3. Okay, then the angle between this point and this center line is 65. So 65. And then the handle length is 25. Okay. And for this one, the handle length is and the 20 and the angle between this line and the center line is 55. Okay. So now our sketch is fully defined as you can see here, fully defined. Let's check let's go check our um, diagram. This is 55, 20, 65, 25. Okay. So 55, 20, 65, 25, 3 and 3.5. So we have the 3 here and we have the 3.5 here. Okay, so everything seems to be alright. Okay, so now we just exit the sketch and then we're going to create a plane. If you're not familiar with plane creation, I suggest you I'll drop a link, a video link in the description below on how to create planes. So I'm going to select this sketch and then for this second reference, I'm going to select this point here. So now we have a plane that goes um, along that's perpendicular to this line, sorry, that intersects this line. So you click OK. And then on this plane, we're going to draw a rectangle from the origin point because that's where the um start of the line is. So we use smart dimension now. Dimension here is 0. Hold on. Here is 0.5. Here is 0.5 and here is 1.5. Okay, so just zoom in a little bit. Eh, Exit smart dimension. Now you select this point here, hold your control key, select this point, make it coincident. So now the sketch is fully defined. Okay, so now we're going to features, set boss base. So clear this. This is now the right leader. So for this first point, we're going to select this here. And for this point, this second this option, we're going to select this face here. So now in the option, we're going to uncheck this merge results. We'll uncheck it. Wait, hold on. Let's leave it checked. Okay. So now we have this feature. Let's hide this plane. Okay, so now let's go to fillets. Full round fillets. Where is it? Okay, this is a full round fillet. So we can select this face for the first option. For this part, we're going to select this face. And then for the middle, we're going to select this. So you have this preview. You could have selected here as well, but it won't work. Also do it separately. So click OK. Then fillet again. Select this face. Um, sorry. Select this face. The second middle one, select this face because this is the part we want to fillet. And then for this face, to select here. And then you have this preview. Okay, so now let's go back to our drawing. We're done with the hand and the cup and the body. Now let's give it this um hole it has inside. So we could there are numbers of ways we could do this, but we're simply going to use one feature called shell. And the distance between the outer and inner circumference is 0.5. So let's see. If it doesn't work, we have to unmerge this body here. So here 0.5. Okay. Click show preview. Then for this menu here, click on this face. Let's see. You see, we need to shell it inward, not outward. So it's not going to work because of this handle here. So what we're going to do, we're going to cancel this. And for the sweep, click on edit feature. We're going to unmerge results here. Okay, so now this is a separate body. If I click on this, I can hide this. I can hide this body. And you only see the handle. Okay. So sorry. Let's show everything back. So now we'll shell this. Click on this face, click on shell 0.5, show preview. So now you can see the preview now. It's going to cut a hole inside and the 0.5 centimeter will be even across all points of the body. As you can see here, we can still see this um, handle here. It's protruding outward. It's not a problem. So okay, so now we've done this whole feature. We're going to join these two bodies together so that we have only one single body here. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to direct editing. Direct editing, we're going to use combine this feature. If you can't find editing on your SolidWorks, can click on this search bar and search combine and it should come up combine. So what we're going to combine is this body and this handle and then click OK. So now you have one solid body. But this part here is not supposed to be. So we're going to use delete delete face here and we'll select the parts we want to delete. This this face, this face. Hold on, my PC is kind of lagging. Okay. This face and this face. Just select all the faces you can see here. Okay. Click delete and patch. Okay, then click OK. See, so it disappears. Now we're going to do the same for the other side, this one down here. Let me see, maybe if I cross section this area, I'll be able to pick it. Okay. So now delete not body face. Okay. So one, two, three, four. Okay, and it's gone. Just like that. Okay, so let's remove the cross section. Now we have our cup. So now let's give this part the full round fillets we were supposed to give it. So for the first part, select this. Second, third one, select the inside, and the middle one is for the part you want to fillet. So which is here. Then click OK. Okay. And now we click this bottom side sketch. Let's go back to our drawing. So the diameter of the circle under is 4 centimeter, and the distance is 0.2. So let's draw that 4 millimeter, 4 centimeter, sorry, and then extruded cut 0.2. Okay, 0.2. Click enter. So now for the final finishes, the read the fillet on this side. So this one is 1 centimeter, right? Let's confirm. Okay, yes, 1 centimeter. Then the outer edge of the circular cut under 1 centimeter, and the inner edge is 1 centimeter as well. Okay, so 1 centimeter here. Then we're going to select the outer edge. Now you see, even okay, hold on, let me select the edge. You see, it won't show you a preview because it cannot fillet this outer part and the inner part together. So it won't show you a preview. You have to unselect this and select this part first. Then after this, we are going to we're going to open fillet again and select this part. So click OK. So you have something like this. So now let's use fillet again for that edge that didn't work before, which is this place. So you select OK. And then you have your preview, your cup fillet. I think that should be all. That should be all. We've done everything we're supposed to do. So now let's see the mass. The mass here is giving us 174.24. Let's see if we got that correct. Let me position the cup very well. First, before we do that, let's give it color. So the finishing there is high gloss plastic. Sorry, it's high gloss plastic. It's yellow, but you can pick any color you want. Let's pick yellow for the parts. Okay, so evaluate mass and properties. 173.62 is what we're getting here. So they might, I think ours is higher or lower. Is it lower? It's lower. Okay, so let's see if we missed anything. Did we miss anything? Four round fillets here. Six. I I don't think we missed anything. No, I don't think we missed anything. There's not much difference, to be honest, in the crumbs. So that's all for this model. I hope you got to this point, and I hope you enjoy learning from my videos. So do also like and subscribe, and we'll be very happy to see you in the next model. Have a wonderful day.